Hey all, welcome back. I think it's time to put off the inevitable and get this guitar assembled. Sometimes I get right in the mood for it and it's like, other times I go like, I procrastinate for ages. But anyway, the first job is getting the posts in. Now, if like me you're using a drill press or something like that to press the posts in, if they are stupid tight, don't get carried away because you might end up breaking. There's stories out there of people breaking their drill presses and stuff because they're not designed as presses, like designed for drilling, obviously. So go careful. For those of you who've been watching the rest of the videos, you would have seen on when I first initially put the posts in before I did all the recess and stuff. I had the Dremel tool, the little sanding wheel, just to help clean the holes up a bit because they were just going too tight. So it should be tight, it should be snug. It's nice and snug, not snug. But if they're too tight, stop, get some sandpaper on a drill bit or whatever, and just give the holes a little going over. Try again. Anyway, let's just get these posts in. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? So the pots I was going to use, one of them is actually knackered, and the other pots I've got are imperial. So that I normally use the metric ones, they're 8mm, but the imperial ones are 3/8. So I need to drill these holes out for the pots. So hopefully nothing goes too skew-whiffy here. Well, that's gone well, thankfully. Nothing went wrong. Great, so now we can get on and get these electrics dealt with. Right, so here we are. Now this is Saturday. It was Wednesday when I assembled this. So I've been tweaking and having a good shot of it really since then. I've been sorting out the pickups. I actually took the trem out, took the springs off, popped the trem out, took the neck off and that to get full access. Took the pickups out, redid some of the foam and stuff to get them sitting really nicely. Got the cavity cover on, and then the trem cavity, I've got the 2 springs now. Because I started off with the 3, but the springs, they weren't pulled enough, so you couldn't really pull up on it very well, you know. But no, it's been brilliant. I've been getting the hang of this extra string and figuring things out and what have you, you know. The one thing I'm not so happy about is, because I do such a shallow neck angle, headstock angle, sorry, you see that the retainer bar has to go really quite low to deal with the angle of these lock nuts, the Goto ones. Say, I don't know if you get them a bit shallower, maybe I'll have to look into that. In hindsight, it might be better with a scarf or something just to sort of increase the angle. Because I needed the length of the headstock though. I mean, that was, if you see the build videos, you know that it's just long enough to fit the whole thing in to the neck blank I had. But yeah, that's life, eh? So yeah, I mean, I could realistically stick another piece of wood on the top and make a steeper angle and put a new plate on and all that sort of nonsense. There's things you could do, you know, in the future. I'm not doing it now. But yeah, I might modify it at some point, I don't know. But no, I'm really happy. Anyway, I'm going to do the audio and video separate for now. I'm going to use the Mesa Triple Crown. It's just called the Crown. It's a plugin from Audio Assault. I got the plugin when they initially did it as a separate standalone thing, and it's got different cabinets and impulse responses and stuff in it, because the new one is now part of Amp Locker. It's an amp locker, it's just got loads of different amps in this thing. But I think I prefer the sound of this one. Anyway, I'm going to use that, record the video and audio separate, join them up, and then we'll have a little mess around after that. So let's just crack on. This is just a quick one in case anybody's wondering about the chords I was playing there. It's like a sort of B minor I'm playing with a D and an E. So this is a B minor I learned from my dad quite a while back. But it's these three fingers on the 7th fret, this one on the E string, it tilts over and mutes the A string, and these two are on the D and G strings. So 7th fret, and normally I'll play from that B note. It's quite a nice chord, eh? But of course now I've got the extra B, so it's like including the bass guitar almost. Just gives it a nice big ambient sort of sound. And those two notes on the D and the G are actually part of the D chord. And again, the root finger is now onto the 3rd fret of the B string because that is a D, and it's muting the E string. And then it's just an E power chord. Love it, absolutely love it. I think it's just superb. Weight-wise isn't bad, it's just regular. I don't know, people sometimes ask about the weight and it's like, I'm not really sure, it just weighs the same as a guitar really. You always find it a little bit heavier when you add a trem and stuff though, because of the weight of the block and everything. They are always a bit heavier, but it's not heavier than anything else that I can think of. Not noticeably anyway. It's about the same sort of weight as just most of my guitars with trems in really. Yeah. But that's superb. That extra B as well, that extra sort of fuller sound you get, it's quite nice. I do like that. Yeah. Anyway, what's coming up? Well, I do have another build coming up at some point. I'm not exactly sure when it's starting, but I've got the wood for it and stuff, so we'll have to see. Yeah. So I've got that. That's coming up soon. At least I'm not sure when. But in the meantime, I am gonna go and get some food for a start because I'm really hungry. It's getting quite late here. It's 20 past 6 in the evening, and I've not any food yet, so I'm gonna go and do that. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and comment as usual, and I'll see you all again real soon. Cheers.